going, everyone? Mega Masher is here, and I present to you guys a review on Carracosta. This Pokemon, oh man, this Pokemon is gotta be one of the most underrated sweepers there is. How this thing is a sweeper? It's because of Shell Smash, and Shell Smash is just such a busted setup move. It's unbelievable. But I will get into all of that in a few moments. First off, let's take a look at the typing. So it's rock and water. So that means that you're gonna have a 4 times resistance to fire. That's pretty damn awesome. You also have resistances to flying, ice, normal, and poison. Okay, so we got quite a nice little pool of resistances. However, you need to watch out for these weaknesses because these are all very common. That being, you're weak to electric, fighting, and ground, and you have a 4 times weakness to grass. Holy shit. So that's something that you gotta watch out for, but if you know how to build a team correctly around Carracosta, and Carracosta resides in NU, so you'll be able to figure something out for this beast. This thing, though, regardless of the amount of weaknesses it has, it's a beast, and you definitely should be fully prepared to take this thing on in the NU tier. So, the first ability that we got is going to be Solid Rock. This is actually a very awesome ability in which every time you get hit by a super effective move, the damage gets reduced by 25%. So, considering that this thing has a 4 times weakness to grass-type moves, Solid Rock might actually kick in and save you. But maybe it won't. But either way, having something that cuts down the damage of super effective moves is actually very damn cool. Up next, we got Sturdy, and Sturdy is a permanent focus sash in which if you are at full health and you survive any hit, normally it would knock you out if you were to take a hit that's like, say a grass type move, for example. That would knock you out, but Sturdy comes in and you survive with 1 HP. So that's pretty damn cool. But I must reiterate, you must be at full health for this to work. It'd be kind of cool if you didn't have to be at full health and Sturdy to kick in. That would be kind of busted. Anyways, the last ability that gets is known as Swift Swim, and Swift Swim is a pretty damn awesome ability in which it doubles your speed under the effects of rainfall. So, you want to slap this guy on a rain team and go apeshit, then you can do that. So let's take a look at the stats here. So we got 74 on the HP, 108 on the attack, damn, 133 on the defense, wow. 83 on the special attack, 65 on the special defense, and 32 on the speed. So yeah, it's obvious that this thing is not going to be outpacing a lot of things anytime soon. I mean, even with the Shell Smash, this thing still finds it rather difficult to be able to get the proper outpaces it needs. But with the proper team support, you will become a threat. So with that being said, let's hop in onto Pokemon Showdown. And allow me to show you guys the first set that we can use for Carracosta. This right here is supposed to be a defensive lead set. And we're going to go with leftovers to allow you to have passive recovery at the end of each turn. The ability is going to be Solid Rock because we want to be as defensive as possible, even through taking super effective hits. The first move that we'll be going for is going to be Stealth Rock. And Stealth Rock is an entry hazard that hurts opponents upon switching in. And depending on the type, it will do more damage. If it's weak to rock type moves, it's going to do 25%. If it's 4 times weak, it's going to do 50%. If it resists it, it's going to do like 1/16. And if it quad resists it, well, you'll barely even notice it. Up next, we're going to go with something like Scald, because Scald is a really awesome base 80 water type move that hits on the special side, and it has a 30% chance to burn. That's pretty damn cool. Up next, we're going to go with something like Rock Slide, because this is what's going to take care of those damn annoying flying type Pokemon, as well as ice types, fire types, and bug types too. And lastly, we're going to go with something like Knockoff, because this right here is meant to not only be a lead set, but also a support set. Support in the way of setting up entry hazards, and also support in the way of removing held items from the opponent's Pokemon. And considering that there's a lot of Eviolite users, especially in the lower tiers, Knockoff is going to be a damn good move to use. But if you don't like knockoff, you can also go for something like Toxic. You can go for something like Protect. Maybe even go for something like Aqua Jet if you need priority on your team. So the EV spread that I have for you here is meant so that you will always survive at Hidden Power Grass from a Life Orb Pyroar should you not take damage prior to switching in. So we got 252 on the HP, 192 on the physical defense, and 64 on the special defense. So overall, it's going to give you some good special defense bulk so that you'll be able to take special hits a little bit better. We're also going to be going with the relaxed nature so that none of your offensive stats get compromised in this situation here. So that's it for this first set. Let's go on to the second set. This second set right here is what's going to make this thing a nightmare to deal with. We got Weakness Policy. And Weakness Policy is an item that should you be hit by a super effective move, your attack and special attack gets a +2 boost. Holy shit. That is actually very awesome. And we're going to go with Sturdy because say if you were to lead off with the set, or if you have your health fully intact and you get hit by a super effective move and it just so happens to knock you down to your Sturdy, Weakness Policy is going to kick in and you'll have a second chance at pretty much turning the game around and sweeping entire teams potentially. That is if your opponent lacks priority. So the first move that we got is going to be Shell Smash. Shell Smash is a move that lowers your defense and special defense by 1 stage, but it increases your attack, special attack, and speed by 2 stages. Hot damn! That's crazy. The next move that we're going to be going for is going to be Aqua Jet. That way, that not only will you have priority, but you'll be able to outpace other priority users after a Shell Smash. So you might be able to pick them off before they can pick you off. Up next, we're going to go with Stone Edge, because Stone Edge is base 100 rock type fucking power right there. And it has a high critical hit ratio. It does miss with its 80% accuracy, but when it hits, it's going to hurt. And lastly, we're going to go with Waterfall, as solid base 80 water type stab that has a 20% chance to flinch your opponents. That's also pretty damn cool too. And lastly, the EV spread. We're going to go with the Jolly Nature so that you can be as fast as possible. We're going to go 252 attack EVs, 252 speed EVs, and 4 defense EVs. That way you can be as offensively oriented as possible. And taking a look at this, after 1 Shell Smash, you're going to be hitting well over 600 attack, and you'll be hitting almost 360 speed. So, that right there is pretty damn cool, if I do say so myself. And not to mention, after Weakness Policy kicks in, shit. God knows how much power you're going to have, but that's going to be a lot. So this next set that I have for you is going to be the special variant of Carracosta. And although these are a little bit less common, these are going to punish you if you are not prepared for this. So we're going to be running the same sort of setup as we did in the last set with Weakness Policy and Sturdy. Should you get hit by a super effective move, Weakness Policy kicks in, boosts your attack and special attack up by 2 stages, and you're good to go, baby. Woo! So the first move that we got is going to be Shell Smash, which, you know, drops your defense and special defense by 1 stage, but increases your attack, special attack, and speed by 2. Up next, we got Hydro Pump, base 110 special water type stab with an 80% accuracy. Doesn't have an additional effect, but when this hits, it's going to leave a hole in your ass. Up next, we're going to go with Ice Beam because this is a great way to punish any grass type switch hits. Where's your confidence now there, grass type Pokemon? You think you can take me out with my 4x weakness, but I'm going to obliterate you with a super effective Ice Beam. And lastly, we got Hidden Power Grass because this is going to be a great way to take out any Pokemon that will not be able to be taken out otherwise with the likes of Hydro Pump and Ice Beam. Like bulky water type Pokemon. You got Pokemon that are so damn annoying in the tier. Just like Carracosta. If you face off against rival Carracosta and they get a Hidden Power Grass to the face, they may not survive. Same with things like Quagsire. Quagsire's NU. Hidden Power Grass, it's gonna take them out. your ass is gonna be grass, and Carracosta is the lawnmower! Woo! So let's take a look at the EV spread here real quick. So we got a timid nature to increase your speed. We got 4 defense EVs, 252 special attack EVs, and 252 speed EVs. So basically, you're gonna be as specially offensive as possible. That's it. That is all there is to it. You smash and you mow like grass. You mow that grass, you mow your way to victory, and you're good to go. So, if you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can aim for 20 likes. I think we can do this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the Masher Army, as we are a crazy and accepting community that is 100% insane, and we always bring the pain. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys next upload.